Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Zero Ravens here, your Arcadian warrior. I know with people trying to figure things out, I know Elden Ring's been out for a long time at this point, but I still do see quite a bit of new people when I go in to assist with the gold summons, Sunbro Life. I still see a lot of people, I just want to hear y'all's opinion before we get into this video. What is your thoughts on views on Elden Ring? Because I know some people say the game is way too easy. Mostly us ancient people who played since Demon Souls, but yeah, you got to keep in mind that it is quite a bit of a skill gap, especially if you remember Gundyr in Dark Souls 3. That in Miyazaki fashion, man. Oh man, love that guy. Oh yeah, your first boss of the game that you cannot avoid. Yeah, either get good at parrying right out the gate, or just do what I like to do and cheese the crap out of them with fire bombs or pyromancy. So, basically, a lot of people, they try to give it a good try, but it's either too difficult and they can't get in there. I know there's a literal flood of different guides and stuff, but I noticed some of them, they don't go into some amount of details. Let's see, this isn't even my complete playlist because I have been playing this a lot on the computer. But eventually I'm going to have that set up for mods and stuff. I'm on my PlayStation PS4 right now. One of my favorite, what I found to be a very simple one is tanky. You know what, we'll just go in here. And I'm just going to be sitting here talking all day and nobody wants that. Yeah. Yeah. We can. So right out the gate, I know people want to choose like like the samurai or the where was it? A bandit for the arcane and dexterity. And there's different weapons you can start off with, especially when you're doing the K-lid with Grey Roll. They don't really, they always just say, oh, just grab the flail or grab this item and you'll be good. I'm going to be going through and I'm going to explain why, if you're brand new or if you're just struggling, you want to be easy with the game, the hero is probably the better one. If you really just want to get in there and do stuff, I'll show you why that I do like to pick the hero class instead of, the fancy smancy samurai. You can get that early Uchigatana, dual wield them. The power stance katanas are very, very nice and fun. You can get the early, after Grey Roll, you can get some of the most powerful spells in the game, or incantations in the game. A lot of people sleep on like Dragon's Maw, which can really help cheese through a lot of the bosses, because Dragon's Maw, it chews through poise like a monster truck. What else can we yap about here? A Prisoner's got a pretty decent spell in it. One thing with the spell that you get from the Prisoner though is, like, especially NPC invaders or enemies, they preemptively dodge. So they almost always get hit by that spell. Bandit's kind of the same with the samurai, except with the arcane, they can immediately use the Reduvia, which is really, it's nice. I'm just not a fan of daggers and stuff, but the insane bleed buildup you can have with a really dagger you can get right out the gate is pretty fantastic. So yeah, I don't know, personally, between the warriors, the vagabond, and the hero, they're essentially kind of the same. They do have different stats and stuff, but if you want to follow with this, the build that I'm going to show you, You most definitely want to go with the hero because we're not going to be slinging spells. We're not going to be doing none of that. We have no skill and we are just going to face roll them the best we can. It's not 100% perfect, but as you see, it has the most, it's pretty high vigor, but the endurance and the strength and make up for a lot of it, as well as only being a level 7, so it'll be a little bit cheaper to get those levels going in. Of course, go type B. I already have Bigoro, so I was just gonna call him the trucker. It's a trucker. As far as this is, it really doesn't matter. If you want to go and assist people, this build is pretty good. I know you can just go with like the runes and have a little early of that, but I do like to go Shabiri as well, because if I just want to help out like the people with the early game bosses, it'll be really nice to have that. So just gonna skip through. And we're just gonna cut through here as fast as we can. Okay, and just as a friendly reminder, please don't attack everything you see right out the gate. Even though this guy is rude and insults you in the worst way possible, he is also key to unlocking the DLC area. So you get to Moog and whatnot. But I have seen multiple people just straight up attack this guy, and as much as he deserves it, don't do that. I've seen quite a few people just absolute rage quit because, oh, why is this guy attacking me? I spawn, he kills me again. Well, no duh. Okay then, well then. Okay, so I don't know what happened there, but yeah, please don't attack this jerk. So we're gonna skip on over and get to going. While you are here, if you are running a dex orientated build and you don't have you want to grab this item over here. Yeah, if your dex, this will be your go-to for the gray roll. Oh, I don't have torrent yet. Hold on. Now we meet our friend with benefits, literally. And thank you, darling. And we will go pick up the next. Now, if you're going, I hate it when I keep forgetting that. And now we will go, and we will, if you're running strength, as I am, then you're gonna need to pick up this Ash of War over here just to make your life easier. Oh, say hi to the lovely Rodrika.
You're all up and heading to spin enticed. Well, that, but I don't have. It's scary. I want to. I'm nothing. Oh, can you take the poor friends? It'll be good.
And continue our merry way. While we are here, we're going to go down this path, and if you watched a lot of guides and stuff, I think you know why we're getting this over here, or this grace over here. And then we are going to, and I realized I forgot to get the whetstone. We have to go to the gate front anyways. Silly side note, if you're not unaware, L3 will let you dismount. There's the whetstone knife, but L3 will let you dismount quickly off of torrent. Now we are going to go over here, and we are going to go for Beans the Night Cavalry. Alright. Now, if you have issues with the Night Cavalry, resting will, and waiting until it's daytime, will get rid of it. So, they only come out at night. So, next, follow along with me, and this is probably the most well-tread path in all of Elden Ring. Doing this route does make it a little bit more trivial, but again, you know, you just want to have some fun with everyone, or, you know, you want to get stuff going. this be the way to do it. Really? Okay, so anyways. Okay, I forgot something. Alright. Now, if you are a strength build, you will want to come down here. And in this little cart, you'll get the Morning Star. With the Ashes Ward that we picked up, the Wild Strikes will make this a lot easier for you if you have more strength than Dex. Now, we will go out this way and we will pick up the Ascending Gate. Say hi to our lovely beast clergyman. No, not really. But if you want to do some of the cool stuff, you'll give him Death Root, and he will give you some pretty fantastic incantations. Now, while we are here, we might as well pick up the Pearl Drake Talisman, and as well, if you want to get the Faith build going, just follow me here. Well, Bestial Faith. Incantations are so tasty this game. Cicada. However you pronounce that, and then we will get the Pearl Straight Talisman, or Dragon's Crest, I'm sorry. And see you, nerd. And that will boost our damage absorptions. We probably won't need it for a while, but since you're already here and you don't have a pretty simple jump puzzle. Yeah, we'll just run on down here. Hello, Mr. Dragon. Goodbye. No. Now, if you want to save a spot for some easy rooms later, you can come to the left. Grab these up. Yeah, many of you know a night cavalry spawns there, and there's multiple ways to cheese them. And we'll get to that, but first we have to set up. And as many people know, it's the same song and dance. But for those that don't, here we go. We're going to pick up the source seal and some runes. Pretty big one too. Go ahead and pick up one half of the Detective's Medallion. Save us a trip because I do not want to come back here. Or come all the way back up here. Go here, and I really hate this spot because it's kind of iffy. Ow. Rank. Jump. Then we're gonna go for off. No, you don't. Not today, buddy. And it doesn't matter if you live or die here. I always find it a nice little mini game every time I come through here. See if I can get out alive. Alright. And you don't necessarily have to go to the round table. If you're trying to speed up time or whatnot, you can just hit circle and you can just go at another time. So, same song and dance. Obviously, as you see, Dex 18, even if I equip the source seal, I still can't use the Flail, but that's okay because the Morning Star will work just as fine. The Morning Star you can also use for like the caster builds for this because you can two-hand it to get the strength requirements even if you don't meet it with the source seal. And you know, all the caster builds, they have more than 8 decks, so with the source seal, if you can't equip it, then I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's really how you want to do it. I find the Flail is faster, but of course 18 decks I don't have, so that's why we have the Morning Star. So while we're here, before I forget, go ahead and give it while it strikes. It doesn't matter. And I recently just forgot to grab a very important item. Please forgive me. But before you tackle this dragon, make sure you go and pick up a Fowl foot. And this is kind of the easiest one to grab. Church of Ella.
This way, tarnished.
You can say hi to the sweetheart of Elden Ring.
A pleasure to me and the witch. I'd heard and
Kind of the only
talk
rule.
I some thou art to call forth. I was instructed by torrents.
And the spirit ashes will be really handy, especially if you're lacking, you know, the hardcore skill a lot of people have. But you know, it's okay. Everyone plays at a different pace in a different way. And with me, there is no judging. That's why I am making this video, because yeah, it's all good. I just really want people to enjoy this game as best as, you know, possible. Of course, it's not meant for everybody, and as no game should be meant for everybody. I'm just hoping the people who don't like the game because, you know, the difficulty of it all can have a little bit of peace, you know. No, you know, scrounging through guides and stuff, trying to find things. It's kind of hard. If you don't know me, you just randomly stumbled across this video. If you haven't noticed, I do love to yap a bit because there's a lot of, you know, things to say, a lot of information. But you know, if you're looking for short, quick, and easy, I'm trying my best here. I just can't help the habits that I have of not shutting up, I guess. But it's all good. Just well, I don't know why I did that. Alright, so now we go back to Fort Faroth. And now... oh, there it is. Alright, so now get ready. And I forgot to change it, really. Right, and before we do anything, get my inventory set up here. Alright, and now, the easy part. One thing that I like for the Morning Star over the Flail method is obviously the reach, because with the Flail, you have to get into a perfect position, and it takes a while. Alright, now we see how it's on that sliver of health. You can wait till the dragon goes down. I like to wait till I run out of stamina, because it lasts for 3 minutes. And no, I'm not going to glitch it. One thing that I hate, like I do love taking advantage of what the game shows you, like and there we go. And I'm not gonna bother trying to glitch it out. I hate it when people, oh yeah, just get it, do it, and you can get all those runes and stuff. I'm like, brother, I am way too lazy for all that. and I can almost never get it right. So from here, just wanting a simple easy, as this part will be for strength. You're gonna want to just dump it. And let's see here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So now all I need is 1 talisman right out the gate. You can of course split a lot more into vigor if you wish, but the reason I have it for 25 strength is, you'll see in a little bit, you get a pretty nice weapon that will make it pretty much brain dead for you, but it's not done yet. So go ahead, lock that in. Because for now on, we're only going to put a little bit into endurance and rest into vigor. Now, second thing we're going to get while we are here, what are we going to get next? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head back to the Church of America. We're going to go north. The Sacred Blade is a quality of life. It's not necessary, but I hate skeletons. So, yeah, I am lazy, and I will use it if I need to. And we're gonna go to this fort up there. If you go too close to that church, you will get invaded, and, well, we're not ready yet, so go ahead and pick up this grace to make our life easier. Alright, now 2 things. You can either go straight to the fort, or you can go over here and pick up Miyazaki's favorite weapon. Good old Great Blade. We'll warp back before we waste time on another loading screen of death. Get some easy runs right here. Hello, goodbye. Go ahead and pick this up. Follow this path. I really hate this archer guy, by the way. Very annoying. Don't die on me. Okay. You want to climb up? Really hate that archer guy. If I had not made it over there. Sneak over here. Oh, the guy is gone. Normally there is a soldier right here. And you can just backstab him. Do. Come on. Give me my treasure. But thankfully I have the HP. And it does not matter. Alright. And now that we have the health, we are going to pick up our weapon. And I think a lot of you already know which one it is. Nah, we'll go from the front. No. Now, one thing I do like to grab that I have forgotten is the Lordsworn Great Blade. It's not exactly just for the stats, I really need the reach. And while we are at it, we're going to go ahead and give it wild strikes to make it a little easier for us. And if you want, and as I forgot to pick this up, go ahead and run through this guy's dialogue.
Names, but let me ask, are you here? Does your despite? Yeah, it takes me back. Any intro line? Now's the time.
And no skill.
Well,
And go ahead and slap it on our shield. And now we shall engage in this mess. Alright, now the key to a lot of these chariots, you only need to bring down one giant. And with the greatsword, it's pretty easy. But as you see, this guy is kneeling. The carriage has stopped. Oh, come on, buddy. Cooperate. Oh, he just broke it. That's not cool, man. Okay, I have never had that happen to me before. But yeah, we got it. Wait, how does it change look on me? Just out of curiosity here. Oh, cool, they're just dragging this chains along, okay. Well, hey, you learn something new every day. Reasons I love this game. So, now we have another piece of the puzzle. This is completely optional, but a lot of people have issues because our next target will be going into the church, not the church, the castle of the Redmane. So to make things simplified and easier, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go south all the way to Fort Haight, where we will pick up the other medallion. Definitely going to pick this map up because I hate not having a good map or a completed map. Able to go all the way up into getting the... So, with the other half, we shall go to Stonehill Shack. And we shall go north. I know a lot of these have like a lot of setup to them, but you know, in one of the more famous words, in order to... I mean, some people, we like to play the game. Get it? You know, and it's an old thing. Anyways, massive time skip. Yeah, you can buy a nice little item here, the lantern. If I can remember to... No. Alright. Pretty handy little light source. Yeah, for those that know, you want to come over here and you want to go ahead and grab the glintstone key. Big biggity bounce out. We want to head to the last year ruins. Neat little portal that'll save us time. Alright, so while you're here, just run all the way up here and you will have this neat little gate. Can you like jump up the horse, please? It'd make my life so much easier. Alright. And with all the legwork not needed, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and add this real quick. Then I'm gonna use the north seal. Alright, and it's just a bit of a jog to get to the lift. Now, I know some people are... It's essentially replacing time of dying on repeat over and over again and frustration with a little bit of legwork. So you gotta get this legwork done if you want to, you know, screw around a little, have a little fun. So... Now here you have two choices. You can keep going to the right and you will eventually get to the Village of Madness. And on another different guide, I will go through with the different faith stuff. But for now, you're going straight for the lift. Because you can even get that pretty neat snipe too. Up on the left, we'll go ahead and grab this grace. And the whole purpose of doing this is once you reach Altus Plateau, you will, the Festival of Radon will start. And since we're not trying to go through all that mess, we are just going to go ahead and make it as easy as possible on ourselves. Now, two ways: you can go through the normal route, going through this the normal way, or a more direct approach is going this way. Alright. No, don't worry people, we're almost there. Alright, now we're just gonna go south. Alright, where another potential waifu is. I'm gonna grab this. And continue on our journey south. And I hate this part because these dogs and birds are really fast and they hit like a truck. even with the amount of vigor that you have right now, these stun locks will probably end up killing you, and well, yeah, you're not gonna have a good time. So do your best to avoid them, and you'll eventually go over here. We won't have this nifty portal here. So with that unlocks the alright, well, as that unlocks the Radon's Festival. But we're gonna go ahead and go here because I completely messed it all up. But now, as you see, there's no fireballs. I mean, yes, at one point, if you're decent, you can evade the fireballs, but most people don't have that level of agility with their hands, or dexterity, however you want to call it. In fact, a lot of these enemies are gone. So, with Radon's Festival started, it's just a matter of walking up here and getting the item. Ah, these bats are still here, but that's okay. And now we have our next target. The Flaming Strike. Alright, now that we have the Flaming Strike, we are going to get the, I guess you can say, the next piece of Exodia. Probably not, it's nowhere near as broken. But unfortunately, as most people know, so we're going to go ahead and equip the Ash of War. Yes, split damage does face fighting two defenses at the same time, but a lot of enemies are really weak to fire, especially going through Carrion Manor. There we go. And now we do the most horrible thing we can do. I'm sorry, Bernal, but I need your armor, buddy. So this guy with the Great Axe, well, you'll see. It's really that easy. And we get to the Beast Champion armor. Now, this is the best armor that you can get pretty early on. And as you can see, we're hitting the heavy. Well, we ain't rolling. We don't need to roll. I mean, in some cases you might need to, but... yeah, and the reason why I bothered to pick up the Star Scourge heirloom for the strength is because for right now, we cannot, it's overloaded, but we can move around on heavy load. So right now, you just need a decent heavy shield, or a shield with about 100 in physical. And this game is immediately easy mode, well, for the most part. So there is another thing you can do. For right now, you cannot equip it because of the weight. But we'll go ahead and I'll kind of show you what I mean when we go through. We'll go ahead and kill Godfrey. Oh, I don't care. Come on. What you got? Okay, so catapult ballista is a little bit down over there. Really, buddy? I took a bunch of shots from this thing. You need to go. Rude. Yeah, I don't need a rest. I can take them. So, while we're here. Alright. And I do like the jellyfish. It makes it a little easier. So, about a little bit of legwork. Come on, dude. You admitted you can roll a little bit. Ooh, the jellyfish got him. Now, if you have problems with your summons dying or Rodrika, you can equip course. As soon as you get rid of Margaret. Just that simple. Rolling, just keep your shield up, smack them around, and you're good. Now we have another talisman slot, we can get beefier. Or there's another talisman that, if you really want to go ahead and go for the icon shield, we'll go ahead and we will make our way to the Great Jar. So over here, you see this little thing? I suppose we might as well level up while we're here. Two routes you can go. You can, of course, work your way up to 30 strength so you can free up a slot. But when I'm doing this, I like to have as much vigor as I can. More endurance never hurts either. There is a helmet I like to pick up. But we'll get there. Yeah, I never understood why fog walls exist. I guess it's to load in the chunk, but it's a little silly. Alright, and we will will cut our way through. And I'm going to show you something. There you go, thank you. And we will make our way over here. There's a lot of runes and stuff you can loot through here, but I don't want to waste too much time looting. Now we are going to make our way through. When you're going through here, do be careful of the lightning guys. Due to the way elemental resistances work in the water, you are really weak. So, just don't get hit in the water. As the water will reduce your lightning resistance by a margin. If you've been following me up to this point, you will have the 2 stone sword keys you need to activate it. Alright, from here, we're gonna go this way, but if you go this way, there's a really nasty rune bear, and the loot that's hanging there is a stone sword key. So, if you're just wondering what it is, but you keep dying to that stupid bear, it's a stone sword key. Now, you'll run into these giants. But we can easily just run past them, and even if we get hit, we have the vigor and the defense to not really care. Rude. Alright, now a lot of you people are familiar with this area. I know some people like to use the branches and fight them, but remember, I'm not a pro player. I like to play the play. So when you talk to him, you get these summon signs here. And if you're online, you're gonna look at them. If they have a weapon in hand. Of course, these are the 3 defaults. They usually pull them from, I think, the online, but I keep having issues, so I'm offline right now. It's easier offline as well. You go ahead and summon them, but when you do, just run over here to this ledge. Crouch. And now we are just taking, the game gives us this ledge, we're gonna use it. Is these guys are really hard to defeat. Like, you're not meant to be here right now with at the not soul level, the rune level we're at. So you can chill here. See ya. And don't move, be careful, because they have to, you have to defeat them in a row. So like if I were to die at some point, I would have to start all over again. So why do that when we can just cheese it? You know, because I want to have fun in this game. And I will do it one way or the other. If you have online on, you can get some real annoying summons, I guess, where it's like just a sorcerer build and they have unlimited stamina and FP. So they'll just sit over there and do nothing. And you essentially have to either die and restart it, ow. So doing it offline is probably the easiest way to do it. And there we go. All 3 duelists are defeated. We talk to the big man. And we get the best item for your equipment load. And I gotta de-aggro this golem here. There's a little spot if you want to go into the Coliseum combat here. But I'm not a PvPer and I'm not online, so now you have that option. So we'll go ahead and go up here. Alright. And go ahead and use our runes up. And we are going to make our way to get the icon shield. Alright, now we're going to want to get all the way up here. And do be careful, as those big enemies can afflict with death blight pretty quick and one-shot you. And while we're over here, we're going to pick up another piece of weaponry that might assist you as soon as I can open the map. Now, unlike other carriages, you can come over here and you can just loot it as soon as you get on there. And the Great Stars is pretty good because each hit will restore some health. Bit of a trip, but that'll help us out a little. So our next destination, we're going through here. So up here there will be 2 tree sentinels, but don't worry. Keep spamming circle and you'll almost never get hit. I say almost because RNG just say no. It's a basically Souls game logic. And they will not follow you over here, so you don't have to panic. Now, the next part we're going to need a little scarab, and I know a lot of people have issues trying to get these scarabs because they're real annoying, but we have that saved, so we're going to go back over to the temple quarter. Actually, that... No, we're going to the temple quarter. We will make our way north to the Carry Manor. While we are here, we're going to go ahead and grab the belfry. And you know, while we are here, we might as well go ahead and grab the pretty good talisman to have in this area if you're having issues with Renala, Loretta, whoever, even these jerks over here. You're gonna want to come down to this one. And just for reference, this is the Crumbling Lands. And so just come over here. And then immediately die because I'm a genius. Yeah, don't jump there. Okay, so totally first try. We're gonna get this done. It's the ah, and just voila, and run. I'm gonna go over here, and we are going to pick up the Pearl Drake Talisman. Oh. Go ahead and equip our shield. And we cannot hit. Okay. Alright. So while you are here, we will get the next piece. And we will wait for these little steps to come over here. And then we have the next best one. Prayerful Strike. Prayerful Strike will be pretty neat to have. If you have issues surviving for whatever reason, the Prayerful Strikes will restore about 30% of your health. And since you have a truck ton of health already, yeah, good luck, buddy. Especially with the next that we're getting. Alright, we want to go down to the Bridge of Sacrifice. Alright, and we will want to go down. But real quick, if you made it this far in the video, do you know why that she almost instantly dies? I have no idea. Matter of fact, before I kill Morgat, I'm going to go ahead.
I might have entered my name as a servant's light.
Pick up this quest line.
Right, the servant we've since come for. I fear it's no please. Would you mind taking my soul wishes at his least? Thank you, and please. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
Now, you can, if you're trying to speed run to the DLC, you can kill her for the Maiden's Blood, but honestly, I'm tired of coming through and she's already dead, and this poor lady has had enough. So, we're gonna go through here. And while you are here, while we are on the subject, yeah, you can come through here. And you see this scarab over here? He's gonna teleport. Or not, we're just gonna get him in one shot, sweet. Poison mist, we're definitely going to be needing that. Because, you know, the game gives you a chance to do something silly that doesn't require a lot of work. You might as well do it, right? But while we are here, oh, I got the aggro. So, poison mist is picked up. Alright, apologies for the quick interjection, but first, while on the topic of poison mist, we will be picking up another talisman here. So, we'll head on over this way. And you will pick up the Faith Talisman, and this will allow you to use Poison Mist on the Draconic Sentinel. You gotta love that cheese. Okay. Alright, so to save on constantly getting off topic, we're going to go ahead and head straight to the Sentinel so I can show you how to do the cheat. If you're not sure, it makes life very easy. So let's go. Alright, so while we're here, we'll go ahead and we'll slap on Poison Mist. And hop our way to the Sentinel. Blah, blah, blah. And make your way all the way over here. Crouch. Make sure you have your stuff equipped. And with this faith talisman, we shall be able to get the job done. And you don't have to stand so close to it, but you can literally just put the controller down or alt tab out and just do whatever, you know. Just make sure you come back every so often to reapply the poison, and the next thing you know, and there you go. It's just that easy. Never change, Miyazaki. Never change. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh, and I suppose as a quick tidbit, if you still haven't figured out, you can bring down these mausoleums by mashing up these skulls off the sides of them. Don't get stepped on. You don't have to break them all, but if you break enough, you will cause them to fall down. Instantly die. That's what happens when you step. Starting falling. You want to get out of there. And he'll fold up. There's another one in Liurnia. You have to use his spirit spin to jump up on. But once he's down, it will stay down and you can just come back and use it whenever. So it's one of those while you're here kind of things. and you talk to this thing, and you can duplicate your remembrances. So if you want to rock out with like a Star Scourge, you know, Radon's, both of Radahan's weapons, you can do that, or any other boss really. Especially with like Renala, you can get both of her items as well. So with that taken care of, and obviously I did not die. You want to come up here, and you want to get the next tool for your equipment. And you'll get this trap chest. And while you are here, I don't know if y'all can see that visual right there. I don't know how that little light effect in the middle with the archway. I don't know if that's just me or what. But, yep, and through here you can get a pretty sweet item that'll help you out if you're having some issues. And the Blessed Do Talisman. Yeah, I am dodging you while fat rolling, so yeah, that's a skill issue for you, buddy. Alright, so now we have a couple answers in our inventory. So the next, and probably maybe the final one that you can get easily, will be in Summon Water Village. So we'll go ahead and go to the Rodview balcony, and alright, you come over here to these, our little boys. What's that? And be careful down here, because there is a dangerous boss. A bunch of turtles. Ah, I love these turtles. They're so cool looking. And you will pick up the green turtle talisman. Alright, so at this point you will have an answer to just about, well, any issues you might have while playing. The icon shield gives, you know, I think 3 HP a second. And it will get overloaded, but as you level up, you know, you'll be fine. Alright, we have the Blessed Do, which gives additional HP per second. So, and it does stack with the icon shield. The green turtle talisman, in case if you, because when you are heavyweight or heavy load, you will have a stamina penalty. So your stamina will regen slower. So if you have an issue with it, you can equip that and you'll be fine. You will have the heirloom to take over. Once you put enough points in endurance, you will eventually, I think, 15 or... yeah, you will need about 17 or so to get there. Yeah. So about 17 will do. And you'll be free up that slot, of course, for these heirlooms, so you don't take the damage penalty that the source seal gives you. And once you put those remaining points into strength, then you can free up the slot to have to choose whatever you want. You will have the Pearl Drake talisman, which will assist you in, you know, your elemental defenses, so you don't have to worry too much about that. It's obviously not the best, but you're still going to be plenty tanky. And you will have the dragon crest, so when you have issues getting slapped around a lot, you will have this option. And if you want to assist and, you know, you want to go help other people fight stuff, you are tanky enough, and you all should have the points for Shibiri as well. I know you can get this item in the game somewhere, but again, this is definitely an optional item. I like to pick it up because when I do this kind of build, I like, you know, to help other people out. Because early game, you are a literal tank. And usually my first points go into to getting that 30 strength. So I can have the two, so I can have, you know, the free up this slot right here. So I can equip, I mostly like the Blessed Doom. But when you get enough points in endurance, you can swap out the arsenal for Shibiri's Woe or whatever else that you desire. More or less, you know, it's constantly aggroing the enemy, and as a phantom, you know, your job is to assist the, you know, the host of the world. So, of course, as always, it's up to you how you want to do it. But that's just, you know, what I like to do. It makes me feel a little bit more useful. So yeah, once you get to 30 strength, you can swap the these items out. And of course you'll need a little bit more in endurance as well. So you'll be sitting on the source hill for a while. To get axe, once you get to a point, everything will be easy, and we will go pick on Goidfree and show you a little bit more. Because this is an upgraded axe. I have not been to the round table yet. So we're just gonna go on up here. Oh, before I forget, there is the infamous Scarlet Rot Dog. Pretty nice little lad. So we'll go ahead and go here, and we want to go around here. Yeah, we will get one of the best boys to cheese the early game. Oh, I forgot about this. Normally I go ahead and I just get rid of them. But, you know, at this point with this setup, there's just no stopping us. To make like jump. The reason I prefer this route is because I know a lot of people are going to get really frustrated dealing with the ballistas. So this little path right here just circumvents all of that. It doesn't take too long. I mean, we're here to play the game, not speed run it down. Get this, and then we're most likely going to die here. Alright, from this point of grace, you just want to keep moving. And the one thing that I do like about this weapon art is it makes it really easy to deal with these things. Just spam it till they're dead. And you better sit. And we're gonna come over here, tied to this lovely lady here. And that will allow us to summon her later. We're gonna pick this up. And to the power of poise, we just go run on through. And go into the wrong room. Wait a minute, that's the right room. There it is. What? What happened? I've never seen that. It's like the grace just didn't load in or something. Alright, from here you can do various things with the whole setup. You know what? We'll use prayerful strikes. Where you at? And it's alright, and let's go in. Drop our Scarlet Boy. And then watch as this. You can't jump these attacks, I'm not that good obviously, so I'm just gonna get hit. Right. Go into the second phase, and I still have 6 blast left. Now, as I've seen a lot of okay, buddy. Ready to strike. And it's as simple as that. Like, if you have a hard time going through, you can basically do this for most bosses. Oh, wait, don't forget your thing. Nice. And what we can do for more levels, let me make sure to use the grace here. Is we can zip on over to the mausoleum we knocked down. Go ahead and double it up. And as I am not interested in any of this stuff, go ahead and use them. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go all the way over here to Lenny's Rise. We'll go ahead and use Faroth. And we're getting it. But let's see. No, still overloaded. There we go. I don't have any more of these pickled feet, so we're just gonna go here, wait till night. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. The first one is kind of annoying and will take multiple tries. And the second method, it will take a longer time, but hey, we're chilling and we are gaming, so yeah, get his attention. The first method is to die. But he's supposed to go around there and it's real annoying. You have to, a lot of times he'll just fight the gravity. And in rare cases he will reset as well. So the idea is to get him into that ledge, and eventually gravity will take him, but I'm not that lucky. So we're going to do the other method. Which I don't. Unfortunately, gotta constantly reset it tonight every time you fall. So the other method is to take him for a walk. You see these little things on the ground? These are poison traps. We don't want to go too far. Oh, hello. There you go, he's poisoned, so we're gonna back up. Let that aggro reset. There we go. And yeah, that's essentially it. You keep doing that on repeat until he dies. And you get a really nice thing if you have an issue with mobility. This is basically the method. You just let him get poisoned, and eventually he will fall, and he will give you a pretty nice Ash of War, the Bloodhound step, which if you have issues with mobility, you can slap that on your axe or whatever. And yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to make you sit here and watch him die, so we're going to carry on as if we had got him. So at this point you should have just about these stats at this point, and the rest you don't have to keep jamming endurance up. The main focus of this is not only counterattacking, but using the different the different Ashes of War, and you can just carry on through the game. If you are going to fight through the boss in Liurnia of Lakes within the Academy, while the fire might help as it will kind of stun the boss a little, do keep in mind that the environmental damages will affect. Like, you know, it's raining right now, so fire is not very effective. And as the boss in their second phase will be in the water, so you could try considering going and getting a lightning Ash of War, but really, because fire scales with strength, so you can just stick with that or the Prayerful Strike to help you out with that HP recovery. So I know it's I know I'm pretty late into the game, but you know, there's a lot of things that I see, especially with Godfrey when he grabs somebody. If you are a host, please back up, please. I've helped so many phantoms or hosts with a Godfrey fight just for that grabs AoE to sneak up behind them and one-shot the host. Like, bigger is important, my friend. So yeah, this has oh well, pretty much. So yeah, hopefully everything makes a little sense, and if you want to play around and have a little fun, or you just kind of want to turn your brain off a little, it does help to two-hand the axe and just have the shield as to help you with regeneration, as it will help you with poise, you know, or your hyper armor, excuse me, and it will help you through a lot of situations. I just prefer to have the shield out because I do love my counter attacks. So this is kind of the start of it. you know, use whatever you like. You can get your endurance up, have the full set for the maximum amount, and eventually you'll be able to get rid of the Great Jar's arsenal and throw in whatever. Again, the goal is not to roll, it's to power through, and if you're kind of decent with the fat rolling, then you should be okay. I know some bosses you can't fat roll, but if you can do it, you can do it. But yeah, just tanking through and getting things done. This has been Zero Ravens. I know a lot of these different methods and stuff are out there. Of course, you can go through like the mines, and you know, the mines get you the smithing stones, upgrade your stuff and whatnot, but this was mostly to get your build set up, and there are plenty of guides out there. If you do wish to, you know, if you do want me to go through and help you out walking through step by step, because one thing that I really don't like for a lot of guides is they kind of just jump cut to it and, you know, expect everything to fall into place. So it's kind of the reason why I'm going through and making these guides here. Hopefully to make your life a little easier. And yeah, I know there's far more optimal ways of doing things, but this guide is more geared towards people like me with not so much skill with my hands the way they are. And you know, I don't know, I'll stop yapping now. I do appreciate y'all stopping by, and I would appreciate it if you gave the video a like, subscribe to see more, and yeah, let me know down below whether you'd like to see if there's anything I can improve on. I am trying to get as much experience as I can as a content creator, as this is definitely something I've been enjoying. And yeah, and if y'all really want me to you know, stream it on Twitch or something, do let me know as well. I will have those links down below. And yeah, I appreciate y'all stopping by, and thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a fantastic day as I cut down 3 hours. 3-hour video, holy smokes. Alright, peace out y'all, and hope to see y'all in the next, which is hopefully going to be towards the Dex side of things. So yeah, peace out.